Today on the channel, from the latest wave of Super 7 Ultimate Edition figures, we've got the Ultimate Edition toy version of LionO.
The spirit of Olympian Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today, from the latest wave of the Thundercats, we've got the Ultimate Edition LionO toy version. But for all your LionO toy version needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, and of course, anything over $39 does ship free. And we return back to the toy version wave as we've been unboxing these here on the channel. And a very interesting wave, as we've been talking about, is this set not going to be for everybody. There's a lot of people that want the other series and don't want these toy version ones because they don't really intermingle so well in most instances. And then there's some that say, hey, I just want the toy versions. That's what I grew up on. I would love to just have this set and be one and done. And then there's some like me that cross over into both. But a very interesting go-to-market strategy from the old Super 7 team here with LionO and the rest of the toy versions. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And of course, we're going to start it off here with the old mailer, the old cardboard box mailer. Always cool. Always save these, as I always say. There it is, off to the side. See you later. And then you get old LionO toy version. We get the old Thundercats logo right on the front. Thundercats, LionO toy version. Nothing on the sides. And then on the back, Thundercats. And then, of course, like all Super 7 Ultimates, we got the slip cover, the slow reveal. There it is, off to the side. A gentle, see you later. Then we get old LionO in the package here. And man, oh man, does this bring me back to my childhood. I did not have this LionO as a kid. My buddy did, though, and I played with it numerous times. And something about that orange color and then that tannish white color on the skin, on the arms and the face, just really brings me back to my childhood. Just distinctly remember playing with that, and that look is just unforgettable. I love the other version of LionO that we have, and we'll compare that to that one here shortly. But boy, this one just hits you in those old nostalgia feels, as they do say. Just looking really, really good in the packaging there. On the back, of course, got a little blurb for LionO. Tells us what all the fuss is about. Let's see what it says about our old friend, old leader of the Thundercats, LionO. Lord of the Thundercats, LionO is a cunning leader, known for his great strength and agility. He wields power with their magical airship of his forefathers, the Sword of Omens, which allows him to see faraway lands and to contact the Thundercats when there is impending danger. Although LionO is ruler, he is a child in a man's body, constantly challenged to grow in moral strength through the code of Thundera. And I try to live my life day to day on the code of Thundera. I try. It's tough, but I'm working. I've been doing it for a while now. Justice, truth, honor, and loyalty, and LionO always succeeds. I bet he does. I bet he does. But let's get old LionO out of the Super 7 packaging here. There it is. Pull this out. Get the old plastic prison. There's that old LJN background. Know it. We love it. We remember it. We remember it. See you later off to the side. Then we get the old plastic prison. There's old LionO. Man, oh man. Brings me back, like I keep saying. Just absolutely cool right there. We're going to have to cut him out at the waist. Looks like he's locked in, but there it is. Not as many accessories with these guys as their counterparts, I guess we'll call them. If I can get LionO out. Come on. What are we doing? There we go, LionO. There we go, LionO. Let's get you out of the package here. Got the Sword of Omens out. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. The Sword of Omens, we did not get a smaller one. We, of course, got that with the other version of LionO. I guess this is the cartoon version, or the toy version, I should say. So we're not going to get all the bells and whistles we got with the other ones, I guess. See you later. But we do have a higher price point. So go figure on that one. Just kind of the way the cookie crumbles, apparently, at this point in time. But, oh, boy. Can't wait to dive in and talk about this one right here. But let's start with the accessories like we always do. Not a ton of accessories with these compared to their forefathers, like I said, in the Ultimate line. But we get extra hands. We got two gripping hands on LionO. We got the two cat-like hands here, of course, the splayed-out hands, and a nice creamy kind of white color, ivory creamy white color to the hands there. So we get those. And then we do get the other set of hands. I'm guessing these are vertical and horizontal. Yes, they are. So same hands, just different ways to go to market there. So we got both those hands. Of course, got to have the Sword of Omens. Oh, watch out. Very cartoon accurate, or a toy version. I keep saying cartoon, but I mean toy version. Got the red and the silver of the blade, the Thundercats logo on there. Of course, an iconic sword, one of the most iconic swords of the 80s. I think that's a fair assessment right there. And then we do get the claw shield. Always love the claw shield as well as a kid. It works as basically like another hand. You plug this out, plug this in. No little Sword of Omens to store in here or anything like that, but very iconic. Once again, reminds me of that 80s toy for sure, and all the red here instead of the brownish color we got in the other take on LionO here. But now we dive into LionO, and let's look at these heads first. We got the very nice stoic head on LionO here. A little bit of windswept in the hair, or he's got his hairspray kind of off kilter a little bit, one or the other. Very interesting. A little bit raccoon-like eyes. He's got the white. It almost looks like he got a bad sunburn, had something over his face and something over his eyes, or he looks like a young Bozo the Clown in some ways. I remember as a kid kind of looking at this thing. He kind of reminds me of Bozo the Clown with the red hair and the paint-like look to his face. But everybody remembers that classic orange on that LionO toy, and that's what we got right here. You put that against that baby blue color, that kind of 70s, 80s baby blue. Man, you're cooking with fire right here. That's what you're doing. You're cooking with gas. Got the Thundercats logo on the waist belt. The Thundercats world title belt, as some know it as, of course. And then you do get that same kind of whitish color on the forearms onto the hand and the extra hands there. And then he's got the different blue colored boots with the white trim and orange skin throughout there. We do walk through the articulation all the way around on the arms, of course. We do got a bicep cut on this one. We do got pinless joints, which you guys know I love, but they are single jointed, of course. And you do get side to side. Nope, no side to side on these there. So take that to note. But the hands removable, hands side to side. Waist articulation. You do got the ab crunch. He can do LionO splits if he needs to. If he needs to do something, if he needs to jump over a snarf or something, he could do that. You do got pinless knees and single jointed knees as well. You do get a boot cut. No boot cut. And then you do get ankles up and down, and a little bit side to side. Not a whole lot to write home about there. Of course, you get the extra head with LionO, and this is LionO where they told him in his school picture, say cheese. I mean, he gave one of those smiles that your parents hate. Why did you smile weird? That's what I always got when I was a kid. Why did you smile like that? Now you got to go to the picture retakes. Oh, picture retakes. Never forget the time. I think I have a picture. I could put it up here. I had to go to school in a shirt for school pictures, and Kyle was smart. He looked ahead, and this is 3rd grade. I brought an extra shirt, and I changed in the bathroom real quick, and lo and behold, Kyle had his Ultimate Warrior shirt on for class pictures. So there you go. The more you know, kids, the more you know. Had to do that. Had to represent the Warrior in 3rd grade. Glad I did it. Don't regret it at all. Don't regret it at all. So there you go. We do got a good LionO head. I was going to say, I think I'm going to use the mean mugging one because I like the expression. But there's something about the stoic head that reminds you of the 80s toy. So I'll probably keep it just as is. But I like to have the option here. I like they gave us the option on this extra head. But boy, oh boy, does this hit you in the old nostalgia feels, as we always say. Just reminds you back to the old days. A simpler time, the old 80s were. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Oh yeah, he fits on the Mattel stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Fits right there on the stand. Does he fit? So this is an interesting one. This is where the reuse comes in here, as he does have the peg on his hip for the claw shield. However, this claw shield will not stay on there. So that's a little interesting. You think they would remove that, but I guess that wasn't in the cards. So there you go. So the more you know, kids. Of course, you got the other LionO. Man, this is the LionO, much like the Mum-Ra. I always wanted as a kid. I always wanted a LionO that looked like this as he falls down on me. But definitely a difference between these two. This is kind of how we saw it on the cartoon. This is how we saw it in the toys. You've seen this kind of go-to-market strategy with Super 7 giving the toys in Ninja Turtles. So they're doing this again here with Thundercats, which I think is very interesting as well. We also saw Super 7 doing some of the Filmation He-Man stuff, Masters of the Universe as well. So I guess they're kind of a knack for that kind of thing. You're bringing us back to different cartoons or toys from back in the day. Of course, I did bring Mum-Ra here. We all remember Mum-Ra. Mum's the word. Mum-Ra looking good there, but you can kind of see him against to the classic LionO, the classic Mum-Ra. If you were a kid of the 80s, you probably had a lot of battles with these two. Like I said, I never got to. I had Mum-Ra, I didn't have LionO, but my friends did, and that's where my battles took place at their house. And I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this LionO, all in, all out. I could see people buying just this LionO, not getting any other Thundercat figures, but having representation of 80s heroes from the cartoon universe, getting your He-Man figure, maybe a G.I. Joe, a Turtle, a Thundercats, Masters Universe, all and stuff like that. I could see people having just this one as a representation on their work office table, something like that. Who knows? But very, very good. You guys let me know your thoughts on this LionO. If you picked this one up, if you're passing on it, if you are all in on the Thundercats toy versions, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell, as we got all kinds of videos here on this channel, as you guys do know. We got even more content for you on the Patreon channel, link in the description below, your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and then don't forget to hit me up to follow along over on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the mighty LionO and Thundercats everywhere, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.